What's up, everyone? That porcupine finally walked his way out of here, so right here I got a drag and got a nice little calm spot right here. I'm just gonna take one of these big flat rocks from around here and put a little bit of lure under it, and then I'll set the rock down, and then I'll put some urine on top of it, and I'll bed the trap right here. Hopefully you're in the camera angle, but just gonna run a drag here. He'll tear off and get caught up in the woods here somewhere. Especially with not much chain. There's like 15 feet of chain on there. Because I wasn't going to try to beat another anchor in here. Like where I put them other sets in, they go down from here, and they're just getting a little too close to the tracks to be on a drag. And then also, like I said, that the big scrap metal pile there. But right here, there's plenty of woods for them to go and get caught up in. So, I like this flat set with the big flat rock. I'll tuck bait and everything else under it sometimes, and I just like it because you can bed your trap and then move your attractant, which is the flat rock with the urine on it. Afterwards, where you want it to go, along with distance from your pan and everything. I'm gonna get a little bowl here cut out. Spot for the levers. And then I like to put all that first 18 inches of chain on the trap underneath it, and then I'll just carve a little trench to about up to the attractant, and then behind it to just tuck that chain under. Then the rest up there I'll just leave exposed. That don't bother them. The amount of things that they walk around, especially on this property with all the equipment and everything else, that little bit of chain laying up in there ain't gonna bother them one bit. Tuck that shock spring in there, set the trap in there. That'll show me where I can dig a little trench to bury this chain here. I'm not used to filming myself. I don't have like GoPros and stuff. I just use my phone. And I'm always using my trapping partner to film me while I make the sets in that. So I got you propped up on a bucket with a rock behind my phone. All right, so I got that trench dug up to, like I said, where it ends up being behind the attractant. And I'm gonna just beat this chain down in. And then I'll just cover it up with the surrounding dirt there. Rained the other day, so everything I dig up's really, really wet now. But a couple days it'll become nice and natural looking, and hopefully have a coyote in the set. Get that all packed in there. Get that to where that trap ain't moving. And it's moving back there. I don't like that. And then this set, I really like to go like this. I like to scrape down to my trap jaws if the ground allows me. And nice and flat right there. Everything's all nice and even right across the top of the trap. I know you can't probably see that in the phone, but my pan and all my jaws are exposed, and it's nice and flat right there, all even. And then I'll lightly dust the covering over top of everything to try to make it semi-blended in here. It's not going to look too blended in, being that it's all nice and fresh and wet looking compared to the rest, but just tiny little pebbles everywhere here. I should have dug up some of the nice loose sand pile over there, but it'll work. I got a very, very light covering on that. Like I said in my other video, these little tiny rocks, that MB650 has quite the oomph. When it goes off, it'll blow them rocks right out of its way as it goes off, if you keep the covering very minimal. But if you put it on there real thick and slow down the speed of that trap with the thick covering on top of it, it's more likely to get a rock lodged in between its jaws and that. But they got a nice debris gap on them, and it had to get caught right between that lug that makes the trap offset. But so I'm gonna go get my, just gonna grab one of these big flat rocks for the attractant. So I'm just gonna set the attractant right there and nestle it in. And then these leaves are just naturally laying around here anyways, so I'm not gonna put them too close to the trap, but I am gonna put it where I'd like to keep him from, you know, wanting to step. I believe when you make a set like this, if he can avoid stomping through these leaves and making a bunch of noise, he'll stay where all your dirt pattern is and step in there. But so we got the rock up there. Got some Todd Strohecker's body count there. Nice shout out to him. Real nice guy. I enjoy every time I get a chance to meet up at like the rendezvous and the conventions and just, you know, sit down and talk and have a good time. And he makes an excellent lure. I'm just gonna put some right there, set that rock back on top of it. Give her a shot of urine. And there we go. That's pretty much completed. Completed set right there. I like using these big rocks in sets. If they're natural to the area. Like right here, they're really, really natural. They're everywhere. Now, I wouldn't go down like a farm 2-track lane and start throwing out a bunch of sets like this, because obviously they're not naturally there. And I'm just pushing that pile of leaves up here to try to get them to avoid wanting to walk around the back of that there. And that's about it. That's for the set. Get you up here and closer look. So right there, rock, some urine, some lure in it, since that rock like splits apart like that. Trap bedded out about 8-9 inches in front of it, and there you go. See if I can't flip this around there. And then there's a set from pretty much their eye view level. But all right, I'm gonna go down here and put in another one.